starting off with Aiden, I mean, what's your thoughts on Najee Harris right now? Would you trade him? Would you keep him? What should people do? What do you think?
I would say one of the things is I'm not necessarily, super afraid of Jalen Warren just because, he is a factor and he is, getting some time. But at least with Najee, it's not as much, as much as people like to dog on Najee for either just not being good or this and this. I don't. I should pull up the stat to actually be 100% correct, but I do recall. I think he's either sitting last or near the bottom of like yards before contact. So it's basically his line also is like it's got like a PFF grade of like the average is like of 58. I mean, it's awful. His line is not doing any, they took Broderick Jones, tried to beef up that line. It's not working. So I think for now, especially I guess for the short term, if that's what we're looking at, I think Najee, I don't know, unless you've got a better player available, available to start over him. I guess you kind of have to either start him. He's looking like a, either a flex or a running back two at best. And I don't know if that's going to do it for you, especially because he's getting like I got to pull up stats real quick, but I remember he had like 14 touches or something, and I know. He had the 14 touches last week. I think he definitely out snapped Warren. I think I'm almost positive he did. And so I think it's at least one of those things that there's some room for positivity. But I think right now if you have a better option, you probably, you either play that other option or you kind of have to sync with Najee for until they can get that line figured out.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's any other player that goes as the team goes, right? The Steelers are playing well, Najee's probably playing well. If they're doing bad, he's probably having a terrible game. I think the one thing we can't, kind of forget is this is a guy that's had more than 1,000 yards rushing the last couple of years. And, the Steelers are probably on a little down right now, and that's going to affect his overall performance. And so, again, I think the Steelers missed the playoffs, and Najee probably misses 1,000 yards for the year for the first time in a few years.